Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Warriors in Oakland. And for the Warriors, finally we get to stop talking about this team and actually get to see them in action. Feels like it's been a
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot.
Well, going back a few seasons, the Thunder with a great young foundation, but they were faced with some tough financial decisions. In the end, Serge Ibaka was extended, James Harden was traded. Now most would argue that Harden is the better player, but of course, as far as fit is concerned, Ibaka, I think, was the right choice because of his defensive prowess. You always like to get that first lead of the game.
Yeah, you know, Steve, a good way to set the tone early on there.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Sinks that one from the post. And Serge Ibaka, Clark, a player that every team in the NBA covets. Stretch 4 with 3-point range. Also block shots, and he can play some center, too.
Kevin, that's a very unique skill set he has. I mean, actually, he might be the only player in the league who truly fits that description you just laid out.
Here's Robertson. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. Here's Adams. Makes it off the glass. Adams has got his first bucket in this one.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Green, no luck.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
For 3, Westbrook, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism. This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Nobody near Barnes. Drains the jumper to finish the break.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that. And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3. The Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The 19-foot shot. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And the Warriors with possession here. Curry outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Another shot. And that one's good. Curry's got his second bucket of the night. And Westbrook every season among the league leaders, Steve, in assists, but also, unfortunately, in turnovers.
Well, with his scoring burden, you know, that's to be expected. But it's definitely an area he can continue to improve.
Now here's Westbrook. And the Warriors with possession here. Warriors leading by 4. That's a 2 from Barnes. And he overshot that one, missing. Here's Adams. Here's Robertson. The Thunder with another miss. Thompson passes to Curry. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Curry's got 6.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfect.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Cantor checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Durant missing.
You know, Golden State historically has always been a dangerous offensive team, but it's really their defensive improvement that triggered their elevation into the upper echelon of the NBA.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. And the Warriors making a change here. Spades is checked in. Dion Waiters checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 9. Can they get it? Cantor's shot is off.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Durant with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Durant with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Outside Curry. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Thunder have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Cantor's shot is off.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Now here's Adams. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Thompson outside, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
And Klay's father, Michael, often his toughest critic, he tells Klay, post those smaller guards up and don't always fade away. I can hear him saying
oh,
it.
my, that's why I'm laughing. Sounds just like Michael, who knew how to handle himself with his back to the goal as a college and pro standout himself.
Curry kicks to Barnes. That misses off the backboard. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Waiters. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes dishes to Thompson, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
The Thunder shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he can't get the first one.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Collison for 3. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
13 seconds on the shot clock. 13.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Augustine. Warriors with the rebound. And here is Iguodala. He gets it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Iguodala and Lee at the forwards. Livingston is out there with Barbosa, and it's Ezeli in at the center. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Serge Ibaka's such a big piece of this Thunder team. Kevin Durant said, I really watched him grow as a man and definitely as a basketball player. He's grown by leaps and bounds. He's always thought like a champion. He works extremely hard. We're just happy to be around him. And guys, Ibaka, a great fit in the gym rat culture of OKC.
He sure is. Thanks, Doris. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Azir. Barnes comes in for David Lee. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Singler, he's checked in for Ibaka. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Nick Collison. Russell Westbrook in for Roberson. And Durant subbed in for Augustine.
Kevin Durant, the most unstoppable scorer in the game. It is amazing to watch this guy put the ball in the basket from every angle and every distance. His ball handling ability allows him to do just that. He can get wherever he wants to, when he wants to, and how he wants to. Can get a shot off anytime.
Warriors leading by 10. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Durant with one of the league's quickest releases.
Yeah, I've yet to see anybody block his shot, and yet, you know, if you leave your feet too early, he'll just drive right around you and dunk the ball with one dribble. I mean, that's the problem that he poses with the length and mobility and shooting proficiency. There's not much you can do with this guy.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Warriors shooting not great, 40% for the game. Tipped away, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Tries again, and he gets it to go. Iguodala's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Last season, Andrew Bogut was able to say that he was the healthiest he's been in years. And that might not seem like much, but it makes a huge difference for him to be at full strength.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Then with Bogut feeling 100%, you know, he had so many injuries over the years leading up to last season that it was hard for him to really find himself once again. But when he's 100%, he's really a force in the middle.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Morrow. Perry Jones comes in for Lamb. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Kevin Durant. Here's Curry following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And that one's good. Barnes. And with Bogut, as you said, I think people forget just how impactful he can be when healthy. Everyone knows that he's an amazing defender. And he's one of the top centers in the league when he's healthy.
To have a legitimate 7-footer who can move and pass the ball as well as Bogut does, that does wonders for a team at both ends of the floor.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Draymond Green has checked in for Golden State. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Durant's checked in. Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Curry attacking. Great D that time from Westbrook. Thunder trailing by 11. Right side Westbrook. And the lead is down inside single digits. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark, bring it down hard, my brother. And so here is Oklahoma City following the score by Golden State. Down low, here's Barnes. The shot no good. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Durant. Pulls up, high post, and the shot is good. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style. And really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input and engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well. Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open? He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Here's Green, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Nobody near Barnes. There's the dish to Curry. From deep. It's hauled in by Collison. Collison's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense. Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Durant with a wide open look. Goes back up. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Lee comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now, here's Green. Spates, the pass to Lee. Here's Barbosa. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Thunder trailing by 5. And Westbrook, here we go. And it's off the back rim, no good. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Spates, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them. Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Livingston. So both teams making some changes here. Livingston hits both of them. 11 seconds left in the first half. Here's Waiters. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Well, they don't expect a lot from him at the foul line. He was in that range below 70% last season.
And, you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Well, Scott, you have...
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
So for Oklahoma City right now, ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Adams in at the 5.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors are really a team of gifted passers, especially in the front court. Somewhat surprising that they were only in the middle of the pack in assists last season, and one of the worst teams when it comes to turnovers.
And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
How about that play? Great body control, and still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
dishes it to Barnes. Bangs home the trifecta. Barnes has got 10.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half. It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant-Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
Thompson outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 16. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Westbrook, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Inexcusable mistake for a team that's trying to get back into the game.
Yeah, I have no clue what he was thinking about there. As a matter of fact, he may have had his brain in neutral.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. The shot. The offensive rebound. And here's Barnes for 3. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. In low to Bogut. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Singler. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there. You know, you could tend to think of the Thunder as a top-heavy team with the all-stars they have, but they actually get a lot of production from their bench, which makes them a championship-caliber team.
Thunder trailing by 16. Here's Westbrook, and the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Curry against Westbrook. Curry kicks to Thompson. Iguodala outside. Golden State moving the ball around. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Iguodala. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry. Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. No good from Durant.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Now, here's Thompson. 17-point lead, their biggest. And it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Warriors leading by 18. Feeds it to Bogut. Outside for Curry. Pass to Thompson. There's the 3. Back to Curry. Iguodala outside. From deep 3-point range. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 18. From beyond the arc. Great D that time from Iguodala. Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And the officials called the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Lee comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
Pass to Livingston. Fires the three. Azili kicks to Livingston. Looking for Lee, gets it there. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. In what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge that day.
Timeout called the Warriors. And Steph Curry, Steve, one of the best rebounding point guards in the NBA throughout his young career.
Yeah, not the strongest or the most explosive athlete, but incredible coordination and anticipation. And so his feel for the game allows him to figure out where to be before everybody else on the floor.
Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Lee. Barnes comes in for Azili. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Westbrook's checked in.
You know, we really haven't seen the same focus defensively that we did in the first half.
Expanding his range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry outside. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Waiters gets a wide open look, and that's going to be a travel.
Guys, when you turn the ball over more than the other side, you have a hard time keeping up with them, and that's what's going on right now. That's what they're going through, turnovers, giving the other team opportunities.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Waiters. The Thunder with another miss. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
Here's Curry. It'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Woo-hoo-hoo, Kevin. They're firing on all cylinders. That shot caps a nice run going into the final quarter.
And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Curry.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
They've got Livingston. Maurice Spates out there with McAdoo. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Holiday in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The Thunder shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
The Warriors shooting in this game 45%. Timeout called the Warriors.
Nick Collison has played a decade in the NBA, all with the same franchise. 4 seasons in Seattle, the last 6 in OKC, and there's a reason they've kept him around. He's a savvy role player, very smart, does a lot of the little things to help you win.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Curry. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Curry's got 24.
He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Durant just inside the line. Curry with the defensive effort.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
Westbrook against Curry. And it's blocked. From the wing. That's blocked. And there's the feed to Iguodala. Tries again. Can't hit. Great D that time from Collison. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter.
That's flat out embarrassing.
There's the block. Kicks it to Barnes. Thompson dishes to Curry. Morrow with the rebound.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Shot is off.
Seems like he's gotten every single rebound today.
Glass eating at its finest. I mean, you're not going to see a guy with 20-plus boards too often. That's an impressive number. That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Klay Thompson, and he gets it to go. 20 points for Russell Westbrook.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Iguodala with the block. Now the Warriors moving it up. Iguodala's running. A quick shot there, and it's off target. The Thunder have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Ibaka, no luck. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Golden State. Lee comes in for Barnes. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. DJ Augustine's checked in. Steve, they are in complete control.
But everything they're doing, Kevin, has been working out. I mean, the game plan was solid, and they are executing out there.
The Thunder shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Collison gets a wide open look. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. It's tipped, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Raymond Green, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. And then for Oklahoma City, Cantor comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Roberson in for Anthony Morrow. Curry passes to Lee. And Ibaka kicks to Durant. Here's Roberson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one is off.
We talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are in terms of building a team, but one thing that gets overlooked is just how important having a player on a good contract can be. It opens up so many possibilities for a team.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Lee. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
The Thunder with another miss. With the talk of value contracts, if you get a franchise player and only paying him half of what is expected, Clark, that's an extra all-star player you can afford on your roster.
And I think that's a big payoff with it. So much of how a team is constructed in the NBA involves how close they are to the salary cap. So you'd like to try to get as many really good players as you can at market value, or in some cases maybe below market value.
And that's going to be a travel.
Oklahoma City for 2 years running, the only team in the top 5 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency. That ought to tell you about this balanced elite basketball team.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And for the Thunder, remaining so consistent despite losing Harden, and then last year without the outside shooter Kevin Martin.
Yeah, not to mention, Kevin, the injuries to Russell Westbrook. Give credit to the players and the coaching staff. Again, when you've got a culture of expectation and you've got talent and leadership from the sideline and from within the players, then you've got a chance to weather storms effectively, and clearly the Thunder did that.
Hey guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Curry. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
Now here is Holiday after Enes Kanter's miss. Barbosa. They get it back. The second chance effort. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
46 seconds left in the game. The alley-oop, it's blocked. Passes it to Holiday. The tray. And Cantor pulls it down.
Well, it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
Waiters with the ball. Barbosa picks him up. And Dion Waiters, the bucket on the assist from Robertson. They're making this a runaway.
Well, the only question now is how big will this lead eventually become? I mean, this is a blowout.
Azili, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Holiday with it. Here is Livingston. He dishes it to Spates. He kicks it to Livingston. Releases. Count it.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment, and we know that that's going to put us in a good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession, where you might get beat, but you got to get back in the play. And God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on the defensive end.
Congratulations, Steph. Great job, guys. Over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.